much. Let's move to the match day experience, which I know has a few fresh features this year. What should we expect when we load up a game?
So if you watch football, you know how broadcasters are constantly bringing more excitement and intrigue to all the moments around the match itself.
Yep, for example, we really wanted to use our augmented reality technology to highlight key stats of the match or inform our players in understanding elements of the game.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite features because it lets you relive the action while also giving context and data about what you just did. You know, one example is actually displaying your team's stamina, so we can actually help them inform, making substitutions. On top of that, we're also showing possession, passes completed, as well as shots on target.
And the atmosphere is building up already.
And there are actually a bunch of new visual experiences. We're introducing snappier dynamic match intros that are mode specific, and they get you into the action quickly while still setting the stage and reminding you what you're playing for.
Yeah, absolutely. And with matchday menus, whether it's in the intro, at halftime, or at full time, we're able to bring players to locker rooms, commentator gantry, tunnels within the stadium, even on the pitch with subs, and it's going to make their matchday experience feel all that more immersive.
One thing I want to point out as we're seeing all of this is a new gameplay camera, and it feels like the community is actually really going to like this addition.
Yeah, good eye. So that's one thing we are adding in FC24. So we've taken kind of inspiration from some of the most popular cameras in our communities, and we've tried to blend that tactical view with something that was also immersive and entertaining. On top of that, we have a brand new referee point of view camera that you'll see before some free kicks and even during some yellow cards and red cards. And it's going to give you a brand new perspective from the pitch.
I also heard that we finally get to see the commentators broadcasting the game. And in particular, do we spy some new faces here?
We are super excited with a new commentary duo that we're welcoming to FC24, starting with English commentator Guy Mowbray and former English international Sue Smith.
Could be something on. And there's the opener. The all-important first goal of the game.
Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. And you have to say it was a good finish.
All right, with the new commentary team, excited to hear how they recap a goal, but also so excited to hit these new celebrations.
We all know it'll be really hard to compete with the gritty, but we've got some new inspired by real-world celebrations that I really think people are going to love.
Yeah, and it's not just goal celebrations. We also wanted to focus in on key moments during the play. For instance, like a big save or a key block, where you actually see their teammates rush them and celebrate with them, creating these cool moments during the action. We just wanted to add as much detail to the players as we can.
Because we all know every footballer is different and we want to capture those differences. So whether it be a Sam Kerr or Holland or, Peter Crouch's lanky frame.
Using his head in more ways than one.
It looks incredible, and it just looks like the fabric is completely leveled up. Is that something that was a focus and a big thing coming to FC24?
Yeah, we completely revamped our cloth system. What's really cool is how the cloth deforms and wrinkles. It really maintains that athletic form underneath and just really adds to the overall athleticism of our players.
It seems like the lighting as well has also really leveled up this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Another technology that Frostbite has allowed us is something that we're calling feature lighting. So this year you'll notice there's more contrast. The players will just pop more from the background, making it feel more cinematic with more depth to the frame. It's going to make every moment and every match look better than it ever has.
We have to start with Hypermotion V. So tell me, what's the V about? What's new this year?
V stands for the volumetric capture technology. It's a game changer because this is one of the biggest gameplay innovation, and I think the best way to talk about this is to show it.
Erling Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
Remember that goal from Haaland against the Dortmund in the Champions League last year? We now have exactly the same motion in our game.
Oh, can you believe what we've just seen?
Wait, that is actually incredible.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely redefines how we go from the real-world matches by using something called volumetric capture technology.
This has been a dream of ours for many years. Having the ability to get motion capture directly from the real players, the top players playing in the highest possible competitions, that's been a dream.
Well, how is that even possible?
There is a set of cameras in the actual stadiums all around the pitch, And with these huge matches played in front of the thousands of fans, we'll be able to capture the exact player motion that happens in the real games.
So basically what you're telling me is if it's football, it's in the game. That is incredible. But will these new animations be everywhere across the game?
Absolutely. We're talking about passes, shots, talking about tackles. We're talking about hundreds of new, never-before-seen animations. Movements that are even more authentic to the football than ever before.
Especially those world-class actions that only a top player in a competitive match could possibly perform.
Grealish, it's in! A well-taken goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
So if Hypermotion V uses volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier League and the Women's Champions League, does that mean these top players are more authentic in the game this year?
Absolutely. Think of Haaland at a full sprint, right? Nobody in the world moves like him. And this year, we can take his volumetric data to create his running style with more authenticity than ever.
And even more, thanks to Hypermotion V, we essentially gone from a couple of dozen signature run styles to over 1,200.
And with this real-world data, it just makes every player unique. And that's what's going into the games. You play like Man City versus Liverpool, every player is going to be running a bit different.
Absolutely sensational!
That's right. It's not just the stars we had previously in our game, it's everyone on the pitch.
Wow. So what you're telling me is Hypermotion V affects lengthy now.
Lengthy is back, absolutely. With Hypermotion V, we have locked twice as many acceleration archetypes, which means more uniqueness, more differences, like in real life.
That is incredible. And that's just the first big technology powering authentic gameplay in FC24. I know we could talk about it so much more in great detail, but we have to move on. So let's talk about tech number 2. Tell me about these playstyles.
So to put it simply, numbers can't always explain the things that great players are able to do on the pitch. Imagine Trent's signature whip cross, or the way that Vinny takes on defenders with his dribbling, or even Sam Kerr's instinctive style of finishing. So the playstyles really represent those signature abilities, adding that new dimension to the game that goes beyond just the ratings. It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these playstyles will have 2 tiers, Playstyles and Playstyle Plus. So the Playstyles are the signature abilities that make players unique, and the Playstyle Plus takes these signature abilities from special to spectacular.
Amazing. And where did these playstyles actually come from?
Just like Hypermotion V, we are using real-world data to power our playstyles. And we've partnered with Opta to inform certain playstyles to our players so they're as authentic as possible.
Great. So what sort of gameplay boosts are we talking? I know a lot of people will want concrete examples from you, Sam.
Well, there's so many examples to take off. I really prefer to have players who have a defensive playstyles. And those playstyles will unlock a stop ball tackle, a new feature that we introduced in FC24. Players who will have these playstyles will be able to perform a stop tackle motion. It's an action that will cleanly dispossess the opponent and perfect opportunity to take the counterattack and take the lead.
And if you have the free kick specific playstyle, so that's going to give you that longer guiding line so you can see exactly where the ball is going to go and you can hit it into the top bins more regularly.
Or the power shot. Power shot is a new mechanic we introduced last year, and this year the power shots playstyle really elevates this. You get faster to the ball, you shoot like a rocket. That's my favorite.
Wow, that is amazing. How many playstyles are there? Do you have a number?
In total, there are 34 brand new playstyles in FC24, and they cover every aspect. And what I love about the playstyles, that's something that will truly define the players, make players more unique, and equip them with their true-to-life tendencies and signature abilities. Try to guess. If someone has a power header, acrobatic shot, and power shot, who is that?
I think it's your favorite player, Haaland, right?
Haaland.
Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
But this isn't in just one phase of the game, right? It's throughout attacking, defending, in midfield, everywhere.
Absolutely. Like, for example, the finesse shot with Son, rapid dribbling with Vinicius Jr., tiki-taka with Jude Bellingham. Marta and Trinity Rodman both has a great playstyles combination for both dribbling and finishing. Basically, all your favorite players will have a unique combination of the playstyles that truly defines who they are.
So are we going to see these playstyles in any other game modes?
Yeah, for sure. They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs. They'll help you create that perfect ultimate team. They'll even allow you to personalize your player in career to make your player play just the way you want them to.
Amazing. So I know I don't have the real world attributes to be a trickster, but I would want the trickster playstyle plus, I think.
It's the bruiser playstyle plus for me.
You don't look like a bruiser though. You're a lovely man.
I just want to smash people. Nobody's getting by me.
Well, that brings us to our third in the trinity of technologies this year. What can you tell the people about the revolutionized Frostbite engine?
So, as people have noticed throughout this deep dive, the world's game has never looked better than it does this year.
The game looks amazing. The players' bodies, their faces, the lighting, the pitch, even the way the fabric on the kits wraps and moves around the players. There's so much more detail and realism in the visual experience we bring in this year, and there is something that I've never seen before.
Amazing. I know we want to save a bit of these details for the presentation deep dive.
But hopefully, what we've shown already has started to get people excited.
Well, I certainly can't wait to start playing, and thank you both so much for taking us through Hypermotion V, play styles, and of course, the revolutionized Frostbite engine. Been a true pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Tim Z.
We'll see you back soon for more deep dives. Welcome to the club.